battle unknown, but you know we're not going to be an unknown. Tell me something, bro. Like, tell me something. What's going on here?
Real quick, y'all. Only because I'm reading the comments and the timeline. I just want to be clear. Wherever this battle does and does not happen, it's not Am or Twerk fault. I want to be clear because I see people saying, well, it sounds like it's on Twerk. Twerk and Am both did everything they were supposed to do to get this battle to happen on Bullet Crew. Both of them did every single thing that they were supposed to do. So this is not on either of the battlers, Am or Twerk. I want to be clear about that.
Not at all. And me and Twerk.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Philly, Bills, Chiefs, and Ravens.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started.
And
off we go from Lambeau. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Hurts throwing right away. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
That's what we doing, Nixon. We just
field across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs.
I don't even know how he even walked through there.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. On the ground, this is Saquon.
Good block. Good block.
Managed to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now Hurts changing up the play. From the 30 on second down. Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far, touchdown,
Nixon.
Eagles.
That number 25 is getting cooked.
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt.
Why does it do that?
Back
Like,
deep
it
is
picks and
Britton
chooses
Covey.
when it wants to jump like that.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard.
Ah, my God, yo.
But not before they reach the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Good pass. I couldn't keep up with that. I was running one way. He was running one way. I could not turn around.
Packers 19. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
65 was moving 3 of us. Like, what's going on?
2nd and 4. They go play action with Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. The kick by Elliott is good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Better defense. Let's see if we can get better offense.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's Love. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Love looking to throw it. That's complete to Dobbs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Throwing. Love. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The kick by McManus is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Following the interception, Love. sideline and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining.
We got to try that. We have to try
action of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, out of the locker rooms, here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And we pulled 3 yards out of there. I'm not mad at it.
And there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Second down, Jacobs once more. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. That's going to be knocked away.
I put him in.
This isn't a novel thought, but maybe
I should have ran him in a different spot.
Instead of trying to get it all back in one shot, defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little
put Kraft to the left and let Dobbs run it up. Because he played both of them.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Bad route running on me. Bad play. Bad play. I only had 3 yards.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering.
No way, yo.
What's it going to take to get back on track?
Wilson.
Both sides searching for adjustments. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Wilson gets him for a loss of 10 yards.
Okay, Eric Wilson. He made up for it.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
That's taken in by Watson. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Ah!
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there
That's nice.
at the 39-yard
That's nice.
Finally
Damn.
hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Love now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
That sack
Possibly
hurt
a
me.
turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Why are we
He's
putting like
averaging
this?
just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
It's a
And
bad
he couldn't
punt.
get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
We ain't put a spin on it or nothing.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Just in front of the two.
I'm done. I'm done.
Not totally home free.
He
yet,
just,
but it's looking
he
good
just
as
ran
they
right
come up
past
1st and
him.
10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And
3rd and 12. We just run right past him. It's been like probably like 3rd and 7, 4th and 7.
At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run again.
Nah, him getting that first down was the game.
Suck the life right out of this crowd.
The life was taken out of me.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
What's the pick, bitch? Stop playing. This game is pissing me off, yo.
I like the calmness of having
This is off the side of his foot. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
I'm throwing horrible,
A
too.
fun,
You just gotta
close
get done
ball
40.
game comes to an end on that last play.
Yeah, 3-game losing streak again. This season has been ass for me. I've been ass this season. We ain't gonna blame it on the game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Damn!
And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
Well, what's up? You gotta get that block, man.
There to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Dobbs headed in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the goal line and in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here. And 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And the rush gets him. He'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14 at the 23-yard line.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Packers have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And you talk about the perfect first quarter. The offense has been doing their job. Now the defense joins the scoring party. Both sides of the ball contributing to the scoreboard.
Yeah, and this is what every coach dreams about, Mike. The opportunity to play complementary football. The offense comes out, they do their part. Now the defense is getting to the scoring mix. When both sides can complement one another and contribute and impact the game to this level, man, that is a recipe for success.
His kick is good. Makes the score Packers 14, Commanders nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now. Just get in the pocket. Come on, patience.
Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Okay, ready?
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Ready?
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's incomplete. Daring.
Hey, good game, man. Respect. for using the Commanders. Good game. I needed that win. I brought a different type of defensive scheme too. We sent a lot of pressure from the sides. Make sure my edges was blitzing. I wasn't even tripping off the check downs and shit. And his old line was letting them down. I know how that go.